what I will say, if I wanted a man today, I could probably go and find a tramp on the street and say, come and have.
Everybody have like a couple guy friends that if he said, come to my house, they're going to come round. No questions asked.
Piers Morgan, like seriously, your obsession will be studied in years to come. Because why can you not let it go? No. She doesn't care about you.
Can't be fly too and be like, all I date is 6-footers. So I know the game can chat shit a lot. So I'm not saying he's right or wrong on this one. But he took to his Instagram stories and said that 50% of women in a relationship have a partner, like a future partner or a dick in a jar in their back pocket. They could pull out a man that would sleep with them after they broke up with somebody. Do we think that is true? Do you have a dick in a jar waiting?
I don't even have a dick in a cup.
I feel attacked.
That's what he said.
Well, I think he's chatting out with bum. But what I will say is this, though. I think he's talking nonsense.
Yeah.
But what I will say, if I wanted to fuck a man today, I could probably go and find a tramp on the street and say, come and have me.
No. Do you have like
No, I'm saying I don't. But I'm saying that I do not have a dick in the jar. But I'm just saying that if he's talking about it's easy to just, because he said bang, right? He's not.
No, he said like a backup partner.
You've got a backup man.
No, who has a backup man?
I mean,
that's nonsense. Okay, go on.
I'm just saying, like, doesn't everybody have like a couple guy friends that if he said, come to my house, they're going to come round, no questions asked.
And that's what I meant. Like anyone, you could get fucked.
Yeah.
It's not like they're a back pocket person.
No, but
I was thinking of it more of a, because I thought it was more like a backup partner. So you're in a relationship. At the back of your mind, there's always that guy like, you know, if this relationship don't work, I can go to that guy and have a relationship rather than a bang. I think a bang is a bang is a bang. But I read it as you've got a partner in a jar rather than a dick in a jar.
I think it's kind of the same type of thing.
Is it? No, because I think a dick in a jar is more accessible. And it's like, yeah, like if you, like there's a dick in a jar, like they always say that the work husband or that friend, but an actual potential partner. So that, in other words, if you're going to fuck up this relationship, she will just be off with that guy because she's got something lined up. And I don't know if women do have that partner lined up in mind, or do they? That's not. I feel like women are very much conditioned to be in the relationship and see it as forever, and that's it. It's not going to done. So for women in today's in society generally to have that thought that if this doesn't work out, I know I can go out with this guy. Whereas I actually thought that was a man thing. I thought men generally have their wifey and they're like, if wifey fucks up or if I'm bored, I could go to that woman and make her wifey.
Not just that woman, five
other
they will
women
have five
wifeys.
other options.
Yeah. So I feel like that's a man thing.
And they'll straddle them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's a man thing more than a woman thing.
Give us the wisdom on this. Is there? Because I don't know.
I think I agree with you. I think that for a lot of women, that when they go into a relationship, they kind of want it to work, and they may have friends on the side. I don't know if they would admit to themselves that those are the friends that they will go to necessarily if this doesn't work out. I think that they usually are quite committed, that they kind of want this to work out.
Yeah.
But you guys don't look convinced.
No, do you know what? I can't lie. I'm thinking about absolutely. There was always options. Always options. And always... I wasn't always like very faithful. People know. I wasn't very faithful back in the day. So like... Yeah, that was easy. That was easy to jump onto the next, like whether it's just a thing or whether it's a relationship. Like, yeah, because...
Even if you were in a serious relationship, that you're like, yeah.
You're still looking outside.
It's not even like, you don't have to look. They're just there.
It depends on your existence in the world as well.
Yeah, I just think that men like pum pum a lot. So if you wanted to, you could go out there and find one.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily that I'm in a relationship and I'm thinking, oh yeah, if he fucks up, I'm going to go and sleep with this one. But I just think that if I really was that person and I wanted to get a bang, I could get a bang.
Yeah.
But what about a partner?
I don't even know.
The partner's different.
That's what I'm asking.
I'm saying
that's what I'm
the partner, I don't necessarily think that's true. I think that if you're in a relationship, you're not thinking, I'm going to go make that next person. Well, I don't think that's true, that you're going to go make this next person your partner.
But haven't you been like in a relationship and a guy that you thought was your friend is just like, yeah, I can do this better. I can, do you know what I mean? Let me take you out or anything like that. Like maybe they don't know you, like you're crossing a boundary, but they're letting you know that if it messes up,
I'm saying that. I get it. I'm saying there are guys like that and they think like that, but I'm not thinking like that.
Yeah.
That's the part. Like I feel like there are guys, most definitely that I know
of women
in my past.
Okay,
I'm not thinking like that.
That's the men.
I don't
think he's
they
projecting.
are. Yeah, I don't think 50% of women are thinking like that.
Yeah.
I think the truth of the matter is, for all of my friends, when they've gone through a separation or a divorce, there are a plethora of people that you wouldn't have thought were waiting for your demise, and they present them.
Yeah.
It's generally what
That
happens.
part.
I don't even think it's the person in the relationship that's like, oh, I got that one.
Yeah.
I do think if me and Russ did break up, there would be a little,
And that's what I
a
think.
little parade.
Yeah.
They would.
They'll be like, oh,
And then you'd be like,
let me help you with your shopping.
Yeah.
Are you eating?
Yeah. Let me come round and I'll fix that shelf. I think that is
That's
definitely true.
100%.
Yeah.
But I don't have anybody that I'm talking to that isn't literally a best friend of both of us.
But that doesn't
That'd
matter.
be
though.
random.
That doesn't matter. They don't care.
They could present themselves.
They don't care.
They don't care.
I mean, it'd be very
It
weird.
might even be better for them because they'd be like, oh, you know him, I know him.
Yeah. That, you know.
That's wild.
What's going on in their heads is different from what. But I don't think.
I'm in a game chat shit 95% of the time.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
But he really did a poll on his stories. He's
Of course
ridiculous.
he
And what was the
Who's
result?
following him?
This is audience.
That's what I mean.
What was the result of the poll?
That's what he said. It was 50%.
Oh, God.
I don't know who follows the game. Are they young?
Exactly.
Is this a young person's thing?
And
Maybe?
also,
No.
50% of the people that follow him.
No, but
50% of the people that follow.
It's waffle.
And is it men
that follow
answering on
him.
behalf of women?
Yeah. No, it's about the talk.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm saying he's waffling, not you.
I'm saying his statistic.
Oh, yeah.
It's 50% of women.
No,
based on the people that follow him.
Yeah, and I think it's
Not
the
the
men
world.
that
Not
follow
the
him.
world.
Yeah.
Answering the question on behalf of women.
Okay.
I cannot. He is not a scientist.
Philanthropist, a studier of nothing.
No.
He's about hip hop.
He is, and even that.
That's he's a good rapper. But, you know. All right, guys. Welcome to Your Aunties Could Never. I'm Aunty AK, the auntie of all aunties, and I'm here with...
I'm Farrah, your resident Caribbean queen.
I'm Nana, aka the Black Fairy, aka Dark and Lovely.
I'm all things sugar and shade Sade.
And today we are joined by... Listen, like, if you don't know about life, relationships and sex, then you're going to call this lady right here. She'll set you straight. Ms. Queen of relationships, Charlene Douglas.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you guys.
Yes,
So excited. Yes, let's see. Can't wait. Yeah.
so gassed.
That's a minute to get it sorted.
I know.
You made it work.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Guys, we're going to be getting into Charlene's business later on. Do you know what you need to do?
We need to boop the like button, boop the like button, boop the like button.
You know.
But also, what you must do is...
Can you please sign up to our membership, please and thanks? It is £1.99 to be our friend and to be our family. It's £4.99 cheaper than a bag of them chips.
They are, because I had chips the other day and they would...
I told you.
expensive.
I told you.
Was it National Chip Day? Did you have chips?
No.
When we
It was
went to
after
Beyonce and we had chips, they were more than £4.99.
Yes.
I can imagine, were they a tenner?
No, they weren't a tenner.
They were like £7.
Something like that. It was ridiculous.
it was dumb.
And I didn't even finish mine.
Oh, I ate
That's a
them.
lot. You have to eat them
Terrible.
pounds.
Actually, I shared
So
mine with
bad.
Egypt, so...
Also, what must they do if they're listening on the podcast airwaves?
Guys, we need comments first of all. Some of you are doing really well. Thank you so much.
you.
Like leaving your comments, but we need more.
Appreciate you.
And also, we need some reviews, and we're only taking 5 stars and 5 stars only. If not, it returns to sender. We don't want it.
I am fun.
Excessive.
Well, at least we didn't get a blood clot.
Oh, a blood
you
clot.
missed out a blood clot.
I did, didn't it?
Run it back.
Blood clot!
I didn't want to remind you, but I kind of wanted to hear it. But also, guys, dun, 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 somebody has gone around the sun and has returned. It is Nana's birthday!
Go shorty, it's your birthday. Go shorty, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Because you know what? No, let's hail out the naughty birthday girl. This was for the birthday. She popped it when we first started. Before
She's
we were
allowed
ready.
to. She is allowed to.
The party started.
Go shorty, it's your birthday.
This is for the non-alcohol drinkers.
Thank you so
How
much.
are you feeling on this day? Or this day before?
Well,
On your double score 5.
Yes, I'm going to be 45 years old, and I feel more mature. I finally
Lies and propaganda.
Using lies as alibi.
I finally feel like a grown-up.
Today years old.
Yeah.
So not when you got married or had
like
your
a
kids
big
or
person.
got your house.
No, I was talking to my friend the other day, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're gonna be 45." She's only 43, but
Yeah.
she's like my best friend's little sister. So she's like, "You're gonna be 45," and I'm like, "I know, we are the big people." I still can't believe it. When we would go into raves and we'd go past a big people rave,
Yeah.
and it's like, I am the big people.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like the big people. When does that kick in?
No,
Like,
it
when you're like,
It
oh,
doesn't.
Maybe when you have your
I don't
first
know.
knee
It's
transplant.
different. Yeah.
but
Maybe then.
I am
When you
mature.
have your first knee transplant
Or hip replacement.
or hip replacement.
Never. My knees are fine.
Hurting doesn't stop hurting. That's when you know it's kicking in.
See, I don't have those aches yet.
Okay.
I don't have anything that is a constant, like, other than flipping hot flashes. Yes, I'm a big person. I'm getting hot flashes.
I mean, yeah.
So that's the only
Any
sign.
words of wisdom for yourself?
What would you tell your former self, your 44-year-old self? Because you said you're mature,
Keep
you're
jumping,
mature
you
now.
bastard. That's what I would tell.
Keep jumping, you bastard.
Yeah. That means just keep going for it.
Okay.
We get it.
I like it.
Thanks.
There.
All right, guys.
Anyway, Godspeed.
Innit? Oh yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Chin, chin.
Cheers.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Gemini
Thank
gang.
you.
Wait. Yeah, I said it.
Exactly.
Oh, not over yet. We've got
No.
more. And my cousin to come.
It's my sister's birthday today as well.
Happy
Happy birthday, Chrissy. She's in Toronto at Kendrick.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. All righty,
Oh,
guys.
beautiful Gemini, June Gemini. She's the best.
All right, calm down. I was with you until you said that. Shade.
All right, guys. Just a quick PSA. We are just your aunties. We're just talking, shooting the shit, and expressing ourselves in our auntie way. Don't come for us, because we'll come for you. We will actually bury you if you try it.
To blood clot. That's
There
where
you
it
go.
comes.
That's where it comes. That's where it
That's
comes.
where it comes.
That's where it comes. That's what I allow it.
That's where it
That's why I
comes.
like it. Yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just our
Especially
opinion.
you.
It's
Yeah.
not facts. Like, you can't sue us.
Right.
We just here living our best auntie life. All right, guys, we're going to get into enemies of progress because there are a lot out there. So my first one is, you know what? It's in solitude of our sister Maya Jama. She's gone public recently with her new footballer boyfriend, Ruben Diaz. He's a Manchester City defender. What does that mean? Who cares? I don't like football.
Oh, wow.
But after weeks of speculation...
I mean, I don't care.
Thank you. Thank
They
you.
are one of the best clubs in the world.
And it
Okay.
didn't need the extra.
It is, because I'm giving my story. The pair were first linked earlier this year following Maya's split from our nephew Stormzy. And then from New Year's celebrations in Spain to cozy Instagram posts and pitch side affection, Maya and Ruben have made it clear they are officially together. So, like, all good. You break up, you move on. It's what happens in life. But oh no, not apparently to the common people, the people in the social media streets. They're saying disparaging things about our sister Maya.
Oh.
They're saying this is from a woman. She was never your girl. It was just your turn.
Oh, what about Stormzy?
Whoa.
Someone else. I don't even know. I should say these people's name because you came on with your chest.
Yeah, you can't. Then we will get sued.
All right. So this person.
Fine.
This
What have you
guy
said allegedly?
said she has posted 3 different men in 3 years.
What?
Someone else said she's always available for every transfer season. UK Laurie Harvey. So her type is men with money and fame, no racial preference.
And what's wrong
Seems
with
like
that?
every week she has a new boyfriend. 25 plate rolls with 100k miles. I ain't get why people be posting themselves booed up with a new man every 2 to 4 months. It's jokes. All you're doing is showing the world you're getting passed around. She ain't a catch no more. Her time's coming on, just saying. Is she the UK version of Amber Rose of the industries? Guys, are you lot fucking crazy?
Wow.
What are you talking about? Whether she has 25 man in half an hour or 1 man every 16 years, this is not your fucking business. Women are allowed to move on. And Maya, from what we can see, she's been in relationships and she's been out of relationships. She hasn't actually been, on no judgment, she actually hasn't been bed hopping from what we see in the public.
men.
She had
Three
fucking
publicly
men
shown
in
men.
how many years?
Bruh.
One of them she was with for about 10 years.
Right.
The other one she was engaged to.
Right.
This is her new man. Calm the fuck down. What's wrong with you lot? Nah, seriously, when I saw this incensed me and angered me to my core. Like, how dare they say that, she's like you just have to wait for a transfer window.
Are you fucking crazy?
She wasn't yours, it was just your turn. They're going on like she is, what's that one? Billy, Millie, Bobby, that stupid bitch that took 100 men in an hour.
That one.
They're going on like she's her. Maya's not that person. And also, just to add, she's got her own money. She's been making coin. So what are you lot talking about? Fuck off, haters. That's what I have to say to you lot.
Yeah. Maya's been making money though.
Right, she's that girl.
At one point, she was supporting Stormzy.
Right.
Yeah, before he had money. So people need to leave. You know what? Even on Love Island the other day, one of the contestants, they got sassy with Maya, and I was offended. Like, can everyone just leave Maya alone?
Relax.
Like, honestly, she's a national treasure at this point. Seriously, yeah.
Why don't I own damn business? What do you think?
I mean, I have many thoughts. I think I'm more interested in all of the reactions. I mean, you guys love Maya Jama, and I do too. And you're right. I feel like it's different for men, though, isn't it? Because I feel like if men are kind of like dating lots of different people, no one really talks about it. It's like seen as like the done thing.
Yeah.
As soon as a woman chooses to enjoy a relationship with somebody and tell people about it, then there is.
It's a problem.
Stormzy has been seen with gal. Yeah? Victoria Monet. To name one. No one was coming for Stormzy and saying that he's this and he's that and the other.
His transfer window is open.
Okay, no one said that. His transfer window is open.
Crazy.
But 3 isn't a lot.
It isn't.
It's not a lot.
And
their boyfriend, she's not even rolled them out as dicks.
You know what though? I will say though, in this day and age,
Auntie.
No. I will say no, not auntie, but like our day and age is different, People aren't dating. They're not dating, and there's 30-year-olds on Love Island, the show that Maya hosts and stuff, that there's 29-year-olds who've had one boyfriend. Do you know what I mean? There are people or none. Like, so they're not dating. So maybe in their world, in their mind, this is a lot to them.
No, I think
I don't think it is.
I think it's sexist, man.
Are they taking dick and are they taking pum-pum? Yeah? Because or whatever.
They don't have boyfriends.
No, but my point is this.
Can you imagine being 30?
That happens.
Fair enough. But don't come for if you're not dating and you haven't got a boyfriend, don't come for a woman who has had boyfriends if you are just taking big wood. Shut your mouth, innit? That's what I've got to say about that.
But even if you're
people
not.
in glass houses, even if you're not, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. That's what I think.
It's just sexism. It continues unnecessary sexism. It's always when women move on and want to get on with stuff, then they're labelled a hoe. Like, how are you calling her? She's had, and I don't like to even put it in that category that because you've had a boyfriend, they are her boyfriends. She's been with them. One of them for 10. One engaged. Fiance. All of that. So what do you want? What's a woman to do?
I think it's just jealousy, though, isn't it?
Also, 100%.
I think that's what it is. That she's doing really well. She's very pretty. Yeah. You know, she's dating some very high-profile men. I think it's jealousy.
What do they want her to do as well?
Right, that's what
do
I was
they want her to go down to Tesco's and say, "Yo, bruv, is that what they want her to do?"
No,
and then the next thing they're going to be saying, "I might as well have a waste man if it's you know new man." Go from Stormzy to store in.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
Right. No, but
that would be the
jealousy. And also all the guys commenting.
She's very good looking. She is a beautiful woman.
And confident.
And she's nice.
And for women as well, because there was women in that rundown that were coming for it. There are women that will be like, you don't deserve it, you're just a pretty girl, I'm going to try and get you down. There will be men that will know, I will never, ever get close to a Maya Jama in my life.
Honestly.
So, you know.
Because imagine, you're talking about she's run through, let Maya Jama say, yo, baby, it's you. You'll be like, anything you want, my love, anything you want.
They wouldn't be able to get it up because they'd be so thank you. They wouldn't be able to
speak. You wouldn't be able to perform. Be flaccid.
Imagine.
Limp.
Every time.
Like, come in their pants.
3-minute man, 1 minute man.
Or half a minute. No minutes.
Anthem.
Nothing.
That's you. That's your soundtrack. Okay. Oh, who's joining me in progress?
God, that incensed me.
Sensed me.
Do you know who else incensed me? Piers friggin' Morgan. There you are again. Hey, man. Shame. So Mr. Piers decided that he thought, oh, I've been all right with Meghan lately. I've not gone online and said some shit about her lately. Let me take to the internet to say what I need to say. He said, Meghan posted a picture of Harry and her and their kids, right? Mm-hmm. And he took to online and he said, celebrities that constantly post pics of their kids to promote their parenting credentials, but block faces out like it's block their faces out like this to pretend they care about their privacy makes me chuckle. We see you. That's what he said. Why is it your business? Why are you following her? Why can you see what she's doing? Mm-hmm. If you don't care about Meghan so much, and you don't care about Harry so much, why are you talking on their kids? Yes. And also, they don't even often post pictures of their kids. It's very, very occasionally that they do anything. And why wouldn't they block their faces out? The royal family are not giving Prince Harry no money for security. Right. So what, you should just have the kids out there? And if they showed the kids, Piers Morgan would be online saying, oh, they're using their kids to get ratings or some shit like that. Piers, just sit down. The woman didn't want you. Just chill out.
And also there'll be comments about what they look like, who they look like, you know, whose nose they have, who's and all that kind of stuff. So it makes sense that they would keep their children private, you know.
Yeah. I don't know what Lilibet looks like.
No.
She hasn't really posted her. And I don't know why he's so obsessed.
He is obsessed.
He can't help himself. I was seeing lots of people talking about when she put out that video when she
I
was
love
in a
that
video. Getting ready to deliver. And they were like, that's so crass and degrading. Like, look, she's
Keep
a royal.
it to yourself.
Now she's a royal. Now she's a royal when she should conduct herself in a way. But all the time you're talking about you don't want her to be a royal and you want to take her title away. It's actually annoying how they keep on targeting these two. They can't do anything. I'm not an advocate for her in any way, shape or form, but the hypocrisy is deep. Yes.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I had her in the bin recently, so I agree with you. But Piers Morgan, like, seriously, your obsession will be studied in years to come. Because why can you not let it go? She doesn't care about you.
He loves her.
He is so in love with Meghan. He's the next one. You see, if Meghan was to go to him and say, Piers, let's lay down. He would come in his pants.
He'd be like, what do you mean?
Come in his pants.
What do you mean?
I didn't like Harry.
That's what he do.
He'll document it, everything.
I knew Meghan. He'd go online. I knew Meghan loved me.
Yeah.
Like, twat.
He'd have his chest open and be like,
I'll show you what a real man is.
All of that aside, is there anything to be said about people who do share pictures of people that they don't want to show? We talk about people showing their partners and putting a sticky face over their partner, because then why share the picture?
To flex that you got a man. That's the only reason why people do that, isn't it?
Is there any kind of... Then don't post. This is not about... It's not about the obsession.
Honestly, I think it is folly.
Yeah.
I think it is folly when people do it. Just don't
with their
post it.
man.
I agree.
And children, though.
Yeah, I kind of feel like you don't post it. Like, I actually do think that... I understand why you wouldn't want to post pictures of your children. Yeah. We know what's out there. It doesn't really make sense to me. I feel like just don't post pictures of the kids. I can't stand the star on the face and the smiley face. It just,
I know enough people, and I think I know people who I know who actually do that. And I say I see it and I get it, but I think there's something, because it is the same, because I do cast people picture of their man's face or girl's face, like...
I think it's up to the person.
No, of course.
With children, like, okay, when people do it with their man, I'm a bit like, really? But okay, fine, I understand it. Like, if they really don't want their partner to be known, but they want to post the experience that they've been going through, because this is it. Like, Instagram, why is anybody posting? You're posting your life experiences, right? So if you're posting your life experiences, maybe you can feel like that I don't have the right to post my child at this present time. Yeah. If my child is older and decides, Mummy, it's okay, post me, my daughter would be on Instagram every day if I let her.
But I just feel like in most people's lives, there's so much more going on, surely, than just with the kids. So, like, you know, if you are a couple, you can show yourself doing other things, or I don't know, I just don't get it. And maybe because I'm curious to sort of see what the children look like, or you just want to see their noses. But I do, you know, so I don't, I think how you expand it, I do think it's fair. I think it's fair. Like, it's like you want to show your world.
But you don't want to show them, so don't show them.
I think it's not aesthetically pleasing. That's my thing.
Yeah, that's a good
It just takes away from the mise-en-scène.
I think that's right.
It does.
I think the back of their heads probably feels a bit better.
I do prefer that.
Like a slight blur.
I don't mind that. Just like, if they're holding the baby and all you're seeing is their back. It's
there are a lot of people that do
posing, and then they put the sun.
It's like a
Bang.
What I will say.
Do the next picture.
What I will say, Meghan and Harry, they tend to do the opposite.
They do the hidden.
They don't tend to do the star or the part in the face. It is usually the hidden, like the back, that sort of thing, and you don't see the kids. That's what they take.
It's the weird performance of what we are doing. As you said, why is anyone on Instagram? It's that weird thing of it's my personal joyful moment, but I want the world to care about this personal joyful moment. But it's a personal joyful moment. Why do you want the world to care? And it's this relationship we have with social media.
But I do think as well, like they have to make money, so there's that also. The children are interesting. So how far can we go? Do you know what I mean?
And we're all talking about it right now.
Yeah,
exactly.
talking about it.
Yeah, because
it worked. And that was due to Piers. Piers is also an arsehole to follow on. It just came into my head because Piers was out here talking about Greta and calling her a performative Greta Thunberg, who has now been returned after she was kidnapped by Israeli forces. From her ship.
I missed that.
What do you mean you missed that?
All that time she's been gone.
You didn't know about the ship?
All the time she's been gone.
Recently,
she was on the Tortella ship. The ship was intercepted. They took all of the people. Tortella. They were all there.
Okay.
And then now they have deported her back. But she was missing for a few days.
Okay.
Is she okay?
She is.
They haven't deported all the people back there.
But most of them, I think,
because they had to sign a document to say that they accepted the deportation and that they had committed something illegal. So there were 8. There were 4 that signed and 8 that didn't, because at the moment, currently as we speak, they're holding an EU member of the EU. They're holding them in isolation because she didn't sign the paper.
Oh wow! To be able to
exactly
be deported.
And then on the comments are going wild. People are like, obviously, if you follow. Certain people are going to say some shit, and the people that are chatting nonsense are like, well, if you come to Israel, that's what you're going to get. And then people are like, but she didn't go to Israel, bruv.
No, they didn't. They didn't actually get there, and they weren't heading there. They were heading to Palestine. So there's all of that. Piers gets on his high horse, and he's like, she's a fake activist.
Oh, get out of here.
Oh, who cares about Greta? And we're like...
Yeah.
Of all the people to say their activism is performative, the girl that went on a ship at 22 to actually use her celebrity to bring light to the genocide, you're going to call her performative while you sit in your studio chatting shit.
Exactly.
Every day.
You do nothing.
I forgot about that. Well done, because he was. It was actually vile what he said, and he brought a woman on. I forget her name, but he brought a humanitarian and human rights. She's like a lawyer, and she's like exceptional in what she does. He brought her on to talk about it, and she thought she's going on to talk about obviously what's going on in Gaza and stuff. He mentioned this, and then he had her on for 20 minutes, and when she was disagreeing with him and saying no, it's not performative, he was like, okay, well, we're done now. She was like, so hold on, we're not going to talk about Gaza. You just brought me on for this. And he was like, well, you've been on here for 20 minutes, you could have said. And she was like, I answered your questions.
He's a dickhead.
He's a dickhead.
He's a dickhead.
Permanently in the bin, but
always.
Sometimes he does things and then he seems to crawl out.
Yeah, because sometimes he has a great moment, and then he's back in
broken clock.
I hate it when I agree with him.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Do you sit there questioning yourself?
Yeah, I do. I just like, how did I get here?
Because humans are layered and multifaceted. Who's your enemy, Sade?
Oh, my enemy? Oh, I thought it was going to go to that. But okay,
was it?
No, that's fine.
No, I just added on to...
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's why I jumped. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, cool. My enemy is... Ray motherfucking J. Little brother.
He needs to be in a...
Brandy.
He's back at it.
Brandy hates that.
Brandy's
like, she hates it.
Of course.
I'd rev him in his head.
But
you probably had a load. He's had loads of revs.
100%. Flip the lip, man.
Yeah. Honk the forehead.
You know what I mean? But yeah, Ray J is my enemy of progress because he has been, mind you, me and Ray J born in the same year, you know. He's literally my age mate. Mm-hmm. He is also 44. Yes.
Oh, I thought you were like birthday or something.
He was a bit younger, actually. You know?
I thought
so he's a big man.
Well, he's always been that little annoying brother.
Yeah. He's a grown-ass man.
Maybe that's what it is. He's got arrested development for sure.
Why are we giving him excuses?
No, it's not an excuse. He's actually arrested in his development. He's a fool. Yeah.
I think he's a bad man. He is another example of problematic black men with platforms.
Yep.
He's definitely another example of that this week's episode. He basically decided he was streaming, right? So you know all the celebrities are trying to get into the streaming thing at the moment. So he's trying to do it. He was streaming and randomly someone said that he partied with Sexy Red. He was just like, I didn't party with her. I slept with her.
And clip that all you want to, nigga. Empty the clip, nigga. Talking about I party with Sexy Red, nigga. I slept with Sexy Red, nigga. Ask her. That's on her dead homies, nigga. I slept with her, nigga.
Oh.
This is fake news. He didn't actually sleep with her at all. Then he tried to spin the story as like, oh no, what I meant was that we was on a plane and she was asleep in her section and I was asleep in my section. Like, so what are you talking about? Exactly.
Lying.
He's just a ridiculous man. He's a ridiculous man. So he was basically saying that, you know, he did eventually apologise after Sexy Red did call him out. She kind of like posted. She said something along the lines, play in your asshole, not with me.
Ooh.
And she called him corny as fuck. Then randomly, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber was just like, this is out of order. What's he doing? Like, do you know what I mean?
Bieber.
Yeah. Justin has his phone. I don't know
Justin has his phone.
But he's got his phone now. Because he was just like, no, Sexy Red, do you know what I mean? Like, she's a legend. Like, why is this happening to you?
Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
A few people came out and defended her, actually.
Yeah. But that was like the most shocking because he doesn't, he's got his phone.
Yeah.
He's got his phone back. I don't know what privileges.
Interesting.
What other privileges he has. But,
true.
Do you know what I mean? But, so he did come out, he apologised, but he put it down to trolling. He said, like, you know, I was just trolling, you know, that's what I do sometimes and everything like that. And I was just like, hold on a second, you've said something that is untrue. You kind of, because Sexy Red is the person that she is, a lot of people would believe it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And her persona and everything like that. And he's put it down to trolling. No, you're a motherfucking liar.
Yeah.
That's what you are. How can we hold people like Ray J accountable?
I feel like that should be like, I'm not saying like, it's punishable, not you go prison or something, but at least a hefty fine.
Yeah.
Some type of punishment.
Or something, right? Sue him for
because
something.
you're lying on her. Mm-hmm. No, and you could have crashed whatever situation she's in.
Yes.
That man could have been like, you slept with Ray J.
And she had a baby recently, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's not on at all.
I think also people feel like if they apologise, then that kind of makes it better.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, I can cause a lot of damage and I could just say sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, some things I think probably need a little bit more than just a sorry, and I think that's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
And you can't say you're trolling, like trolling is acceptable.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I was just trolling her. What, you was just making, you know, comments about her body and stuff like that, and you think it's okay.
And her reputation.
Right.
You think it's okay.
That's not
okay.
No, that does.
The other day,
like
Suge Knight said that you slept with Diddy and you went wild.
And you had a whole thing.
That's probably what he was trying to divert from.
Probably.
Change a narrative around Ray J and the whole Diddy saga and bring it to another direction.
Wasn't it the same stream? Because isn't he just there high and streaming? like marathon streams? Because it looked like he was in the same position from the Diddy conversation last week till now. Like, I don't know, but it just looked like he's just there in the room sweating.
It was like, he's just in his room.
It doesn't
basically talking shit like for like weeks on end.
At your big 44 age.
And people want publicity. I know I go back to publicity again, right? Because I think when you're not relevant at the moment, you're not doing music, no one's talking about you, you're not releasing music, then how do you get people talking about you?
Yeah. Do you know what I wish? Do you know what I wish, Ray J? I wish he would just go bye-bye.
He literally is the worst. All right, move on to Alani. I don't know if she is an enemy of progress for this. I'm not sure. So this is she an enemy of progress or not? People are saying that she was out here, Alani was out here promoting abortion.
just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you need to keep it. I see so many amazing women who literally lose themselves by having a baby for a guy who shouldn't even have access to them. Did you think that the baby was going to change the outcome of the relationship? Did you think the baby was going to bring you closer? Did you think the baby could fix the problems? That baby is not going to turn that narcissist into a well-behaved man. I need some of you to start asking your friends if they're sure. If your friend tells you that they're pregnant, say, are you sure? If your friend tells you they're pregnant, say, are you sure you want to keep it? If your friend tells you that they are pregnant, if you know it's about to get off to that cutoff date whereby they cannot terminate the pregnancy anymore, ask them, are you sure? Because I'm the type of person that would literally get the morning after pill for my friend. If I have to drag you to the abortion clinic because I feel like you're probably making the worst mistake of your life, okay, I won't drag you, because to be pro-choice means that you still respect their decision, of course. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm the type of person whereby I will sit my friend down, especially if I feel like this is going to be one of the biggest mistakes of her life. Or if I feel like she's not thinking clearly. Because I don't want to start saying that a baby's a mistake and I'm there at the 3rd or the 4th birthday party eating rice. A baby is not going to fix a toxic relationship. This isn't the time to be pro-life. Wake up! I just feel like in a world where abortion rights are slowly being taken away from us, it's so important to really consider and think about the choices that we make, especially because it doesn't just affect you and the guy, but the life that you are bringing into this world.
What she was saying was, if your friends are in like a bit of a toxic relationship and they say that they're pregnant, you should ask them a series of questions so that they think about if they should have this baby with a toxic partner. And then the internet decided to go, raw, you're promoting abortion, when I think that that would be a normal conversation as a sister to have with your friend. Are you sure about bringing a child into your situation? I actually think it's kind of responsible friendship.
Yeah.
They don't have to listen to you, but you have the conversation because maybe they just need somebody to talk to. Is that a wild take, or is this people just being nonsense because it's Alani?
I think what you said is correct. It's you would expect your friend to be there for you and go through all of the situations that are possible. If you're just going to be quiet and you know your friend's in some shit, what type of friend are you really? I think it's absolutely normal. And the people that are going, wow, she didn't take her to the abortion clinic and say, let's go. And say, you're doing this. She didn't do that. You know?
I think, though, the video of Alani talking about this, I could probably see why it did trigger some people, to be honest, because I think the way it kind of sounded was like, girl, are you sure you really want to do this? Like, this person is toxic. And I think if we're talking about pro-choice, you want to be in a situation where if your friend is pregnant, like, that you help them to kind of come to the decision that's right for them. But it sounded a little bit like she's saying, hey, they're toxic, like, you need to kind of get rid here. And I think that's probably what triggered people.
I was kind of like I agree with what you said, but it's always about the delivery, the tone, the moment, and it felt a little bit like, you don't have to have that. It felt a little bit flippant, but if you know Alani, she's quite frank and she's to the point, so there's that. But if you don't know when you're entering into that space and seeing her for the first time, or you're sensitive to the conversation of abortion, which is sensitive for lots of people, that's where possibly the interpretation was like, you're just advocating it anyhow. I definitely agree that it's a thought, like, we're so conditioned. Again, women have to go for it and suffer. Everything, suffer. We've got to do it. We're going to be judged if we have a termination or anything like that. Whatever decision, even if you want to, even if you know your partner's toxic and you want to have the baby, regardless, all those things, there's so much pressure on women just to conform to what everybody else wants rather than what's right for them. So I think what she said is fair. I do understand that the tone could have been made people
softer.
feel, I mean, it doesn't have to be softer, but it's that
more considered.
And I think the topic is such a sensitive topic that you'll naturally get people triggered by it as well. Their own experiences. So
I kind of don't think it matters what she would say about it or how she would say it. It would still get negative traction. Like, I do think like Alani's one of those people who's doing like really tough work. She's like the light in some very dark spaces in the internet. Like, she advocates for Black women, she advocates for women in general, she advocates for women's pleasure, she advocates for women's rights, these kind of things. So I think like her talking about this is it will hit, that message might not be for you, but it will hit the person it's supposed to hit.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It will hit the group chat that it's supposed to hit. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas you do talk to your girlfriends like that and just be like, honey, are you sure? Like, do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. She's kind of coming with like that best friend type of vibe.
That energy,
do you know what I mean? So
I don't think I have a problem with it. It's just, it is the reaction. The people are going to react to that style in this way. Where if it was guys, let's have a conversation. It's just delivery, but it's necessary.
What do you think, Barbara? You going to say something?
No, I was just thinking. Delivery.
Okay.
Okay, last one, quick one.
I've got one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yes.
I said I've got one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you notice my top? It's fantastic, isn't it?
I wish they could see the back.
I wish they could see the back.
Turn around quickly.
No.
I have to get up and all that stuff. That's a lot.
And the levels.
So yeah, all of that stuff. What I'm going to do, get on my knees? No. Anyway, I have been to see Beyonce twice. Yeah, you heard. Twice in the last 5 days.
God's blessed ones.
I am one of God's blessed youths. Yeah? I've been to see her twice. And on both occasions, full house, baby. The house was full. And people were enjoying themselves and singing and praising Beyonce for her magnificentness. Amazing. So amazing, I bought merch. Not once, but twice.
Do you know
I
how
bought
much?
merch.
Do you know how much the merch is?
Do you know me? I don't buy merch. People buy merch for me.
£50
Thank you very much for buying me merch.
Wow.
People buy merch for me.
£50.
50 English pounds.
What? The vest was 50 as well?
The vest was. Anyway, no, don't give her juice.
Sorry.
Don't give her juice. Anyway, you're giving her juice. You stop it. We're on a good Beyonce train. Why are you getting on a bad? Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Anyway.
Ride it.
Anyway, the British press. You lot are in the blood clot bin.
100%.
And you know why? Because all I'm seeing you lot say is, oh, the concert was empty. Oh, Beyonce's having to give away tickets. But such a failure. I'm seeing it in every flipping news rag. Shut your mouths. Just because you lot ain't got Beyonce's talent and you're hating and you never went there and you don't think that she should do country. Well, like she said, been country, right? Don't cuss her, she's a queen. And it was amazing. And if anyone wants to give me another ticket so I can go, I'll go.
Me too. I want to go again.
It was phenomenal.
Seriously.
I know, I've actually not seen negative press like that.
I've seen so much.
Today.
Not only today, it came out on the first day. After the first on Thursday.
Really?
Yeah, I read reports from then. People were saying, and it's the Daily Mirror, it's the Evening Standard, it's a bunch of rags that I wouldn't use to wipe my bum. They're coming out. It's always those fucking bastards.
Yeah.
They're coming out and saying that she's giving away free tickets and that it's empty.
But
empty where? Which part?
The thing is, she does have like a charity arm called Be Good, where she does do these types of things anyway. Like, this is standard operating procedure for her.
And if you're talking about that, then that's part of her charity.
Right.
And also, artists giving away tickets. Yes, do that more.
Yeah.
Do that to your aunties. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Exactly. But they're saying that because she's not selling.
She's not selling.
But what, she's not selling like 100% tickets. Like, it's not, I mean, she's not giving away 100% of the tickets.
It's actually
annoying. We bought
tickets.
So it's just not sold out. Is that what they're saying?
They're saying it's not sold out. And they're saying it's empty.
But even if it's not sold out, what's your own?
It's not.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
empty. But the thing is, it's like sold out to like, you know, like in like venue spaces, right? You're gonna have like some seats that are like a blocked view or something like that.
They don't
you don't
sell
necessarily
those
sell
seats.
those. Like, do you know
People
what I mean?
are
Like,
idiots,
away,
and
like,
it's
it doesn't
that
work
part.
like that.
Like on the side by the stage, you don't sell those
like the
seats
ones
right
by the back.
You don't sell those.
But you know what?
If you've got massive platforms, like you said, in front, you don't sell those because what it is about Beyonce, she wants everyone in the audience to have the most amazing experience to the point where she got on not one but two things to go and see the people in the air.
She went around three
times.
Look, I went to John Legend the other day. The top tier was blackout because it wasn't sold. So I don't see the rags saying, well, John Legend didn't sell out. No. Do you know what I mean? It's just coming for the bigger artists.
Robbie Williams was at Wembley the other day. Okay? And when I looked... when I looked, I think it was Wembley. He was somewhere anyway.
Yeah.
It was Wembley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When I looked there, there were seats that were not full.
Yeah.
Right.
Quite a few of them. I don't see no reports from the Daily Mail and the Evening Standard saying Robbie Williams is giving away tickets and poor ticket sales and poor Robbie and
Robbie bought
saying
the
shit like that.
blacks. To
The blacks,
try
I said
and
the
sell-
to get the black
tickets.
audience.
Are
black
we
Yeah.
calling racism or just
Just
What, on
anti-Beyonce?
Robin?
On
Beyonce.
Beyonceism and
It's anti-black, yeah,
It's
definitely it's
anti-black.
anti-black. But then also, I feel like it's kind of like a little bit anti-American as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like because she's got such a revolutionary edge to part of her performance, I think they're trying to come for her. You know,
Just leaning into the right wing side of America that didn't like her doing
Yes,
country.
indeed.
Yeah.
They're echoing that just and trying to enhance it so that
Indeed.
no one gives a damn. And like you cannot fault. I've always said it. The Cowboy Car album is not necessarily my album, but you cannot fault her performance as an artiste.
Everything.
And even as someone, even the fact that everyone's different, but the fact that I enjoyed even the tunes that I don't listen to at home, her merging of tunes that we know and her new stuff.
She's amazing. Yeah.
Artist.
Yeah.
She's just like...
She's really
Seriously.
good. Yeah, really talented. Really, I remember in Trinidad seeing her. So there's something different about seeing her. Like
You saw her in Trinity.
yeah. Oh, that must have been amazing.
I'm extra jealous.
Yeah, and you know, like I got VVIP.
Oh.
You know, like
I've been there once.
I'm only saying that.
Go.
But I really don't say that because you know it's a bit different, isn't it? So like in the Caribbean, like VVIP might be like a tenner, like you know. So it's one of those. But you're right, friend. And I was like, do you know what? She is amazing. Amazing. She can sing and dance at the same time. Lots of energy. Really engaged with the audience. And I remember at the time I went, it was Trinidad Carnival. So they had the song Palance that came out. Where everyone jumped to the left and jumped to the right. She managed to weave that into her
Don't you
dance.
tell me you saw Beyonce in Trinidad and she did bala.
She did the Palance. Yeah.
What do
She
you
literally, it was phenomenal. But she kind of like weaved it in with one of her other songs. And all of a sudden it was like, and Palance had only just won like the Road March or something. So it was like,
You see what I'm talking about?
She's good.
The attention to detail and the understanding of what your audience needs in place to place
Yeah.
wherever you go.
Yeah.
Because not everything is for everybody, for every audience.
Yeah,
And she gets it.
She does. And then she sang Halo.
Mate.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And, like all in the audience. It all went dark. It was magical.
She's just, and her vocal,
really good.
her mic is
She's
on.
fab. Yeah.
It's on. There were points of that concert I was just like that.
You know what? That's what I was saying
She's
to you.
good.
Yeah, in the beginning, I don't know what happened. You know, there was tears.
Oh.
There was
I cried.
actual tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, like that never happened. I wasn't expecting it. At
I
all.
wasn't expecting it.
I was just overcome
cried
with
too?
emotion.
I cried when we went on the first time. I cried. When we went the second time, Todge was like, "Are you crying again?" I was like, "No."
Yeah. I can't wait for Act 3.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I need to start saving now.
Saving from now.
Valid.
Seriously.
Jeez.
Oh
Anyway,
God.
Bitch
You guys
Fest.
are not ready to jump off the capitalist train that she's driving.
Absolutely not.
No.
I have. You know what I was saying? I was talking to Bev about this. Right? There's a couple of things that are my like. Beyonce's my World Cup. Yeah. Love Island is my Champions League. That's like it's.
I'm so confused
where's
by
Married at
what
First
you
Sight?
just
I'm
said.
literally like, what?
I'm so confused by what
It's
you
Married at
just
First
said.
Sight anyway. Yeah, like that.
It could be.
It's coming, it's coming.
It could be. But you know how like men go crazy for like the World Cup.
Okay.
Definitely not talking to football people here at all.
No, I just couldn't get where you were
Yeah.
It
going
was
with
a
this.
different level.
Yeah.
It was a level
Because, like-
that Love Island was even Champions League.
because it's
Yeah.
more local. Do you know what I
Okay,
mean?
Champions
World
League's
Cup-
still quite high.
World Cup happens every 4
Yeah,
years?
yeah, I get
Do
it.
you know what I mean?
I get it,
Kinda
I get
like
it.
Beyonce concert, like, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But that's
When
how it is. Like, I
yeah.
will fudge money. I'm
Listen.
going to be there.
When I was at the
100%.
concert, I was thinking to myself, Farrah, you're just going to go to Beyonce concerts all the time for the rest of your life, isn't it?
100%.
Even
And I
me,
thought
like,
As long as she
100%.
performs them.
I'm just going to go all the
Until
time.
she decides
enough is enough.
Enough is
I'm
enough.
over this.
Until
Which
she
I
does
don't think
AG.
that's gonna happen. And
Do you know what?
No.
I
I
honestly
just cannot.
don't think they're gonna jump off this train. I think the train goes somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah.
But while she has fans like you guys,
Yeah.
I think every couple of years she is going to do a tour.
I just cannot wait until the time when my daughter can pay for those concert tickets. Because she's been to Beyonce twice
take
now.
her leave.
That's amazing.
So
That's amazing.
How old's your daughter?
she's 11.
Oh wow, she's lived a good life.
She's lived a life.
That's a, my niece and nephew aren't around that age.
she's lived the life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to her when she was 13. I took her to
I mean, she was dancing her little heart out.
I know. Do you know what? I wish it was one of those, you know, like in football games where they do the camera.
Oh, yeah.
If it was that and Beyonce had seen her, she would have died and gone to heaven. She would have died and gone to heaven. It was cute. Nice. She didn't know she was going. We surprised her.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Nice. Yeah, I was like to her, we're going to, I said to her, we're going to a Beyonce themed brunch and they'll have karaoke and Beyonce impersonators. She was like, impersonators, okay. And when we got to the stadium and she saw it, she was like, she still didn't get it. And I was like, do you know where we are? She's like, yeah, we're going to do this. And I was like, we're at Beyonce. She's like, ah!
Oh, bless her.
That would be the best day ever.
It was great.
Yeah, she'll remember
it.
Let her remember it and pay me back in tickets.
Oh, but yes, she will.
Yeah.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Oh, right. As they say, you've always got to think there's going to be a whole load of stuff that you do to damage your kids. This will probably counter that when she goes to the therapist. She's going to have a good story.
Absolutely. You know.
Mix it up.
When I tell her to clean her blood clot room.
My final enemy is just a little one. Hinge, don't do this to the short man. Or don't do that. Tinder, sorry, or Hinge, whatever. They've added a height choice on.
I thought that was
fair.
freedom for women. I thought it was like great news.
Is that not fair?
Advocating for short men.
Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, she would, but is that not fair?
Sorry.
I thought it was bringing equality.
I mean,
Yeah.
is it, I feel like
Equity.
it's,
What's the word?
it's an enemy of progress for men, like short men.
No, if you want, save your chest. No,
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Why?
I just feel like it's a little
There
bit
are women
harsh.
out there that just date short men.
There are.
Yeah.
They want to cut out the tall ones.
That's what I'm saying. I
So
thought
why?
it was bringing. What is the word? It's equity. Like you're
Equality.
Yeah, you're leveling out the playing field.
Yeah.
So you can put in like you don't mind a
diversity.
5-footer. So you can say my range is 5 foot to 5.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
There's someone out there for everyone, isn't there?
There's
So-
somebody for everybody.
Yeah.
So you may have been bombarded by the 6-footers and
I actually
Why?
appreciate that because if I was on those sort of apps share and I saw a guy and I was really into him and then like when I met him he was 5 foot, I might think that he lied and it was a bit, you know, if all his pictures were like this sitting down and then I got to see him
or they
and he
do the head
wasn't
and shoulders.
or it's like bald fishing as well, isn't it?
They
I don't mind a bald-headed guy, but I want to know that you're bald-headed.
I don't
Yeah.
want
I don't want a cul-de-sac. I said bald. Like,
all
gone.
the way off.
All
Yeah.
gone.
I don't want partial
I don't know.
And you want to see it. You don't want to see
wanna
hat
look.
bit.
Yeah.
You want to see head.
Yeah.
You do.
But I
Yeah.
don't wear a hat all the time.
I mean, is it
Hair
fair?
fishing.
Yeah.
Is it
I think,
fair?
oh, go on.
Go.
No, I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I think they should. They need to take it one step further. I think what they need to do is have a mandatory like picture of
Against
them
the
by
tool.
a door and like an AI that tells you how old they are because they will just lie.
Oh, how
They're just,
old?
No,
Or how
sorry,
tall?
how old
tall,
they
okay.
are. Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, they will just lie.
Yeah,
They will
yeah.
just say they're 5. Do you know how many men say they're 6 foot?
Yeah.
So true.
It's a standard.
Do you know what I
Every
mean?
man says they're 6 foot, innit?
Exactly. So
I'm
no.
nearly 6 foot. I'm just
short
under.
kid.
I'm 5'7".
I knew there'd be no advocates for you in this room. I bet
You was.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying like the majority. Like I'm sorry that this
Your
has been
voice is
introduced.
strong.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Guys, it is what it is. I don't believe in hype
I want to
fishing.
hear from
But then there are
Charlene
some
what-
people that don't like tall men.
Well, there's that, but I'm thinking like, so if a guy that's say 5'5" is tall for someone who's 5'2".
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like it means that there is still someone out there for everyone potentially, but I think it just kind of helps. You know, if you're like a tall woman, if you're like 5'9", you may not be interested in the guy that's like 5'7".
Of course.
right?
Yes.
For some women, they want that protection, and you know, they want to feel like my man got me.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of like avoids all of the kind of issues and problems with things like that. I feel like, you know, like some of the dating apps don't have like race where you can filter race. I think that should be on there.
Oh, I thought they all did.
Some of them don't. You know, I think height should definitely be on there. I think you should be able to filter it to what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Size,
I
they added
agree.
size.
I think so.
They
So
do.
that you don't
Boob
have to
size.
keep on
I mean, as in
scrolling,
size,
scrolling.
fat
Yeah.
or slim.
No, they
have
do.
that?
They do physique. So if you're like athletic or
Fluffy.
there's other terms.
they
I
have-
don't use
Yeah, there
other
are.
terms.
Well, they've got like average on their slim
Yeah,
and
yeah,
things
yeah.
like
Do they
that.
do they
Fluffy.
say
They
that?
do say fluffy.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Well, that
fluffy,
boob
do.
size. Do you think they
I
have to do
don't
boob
actually.
size?
I don't actually mind it.
Yeah, I don't know if they would do
boob
that.
size.
I don't know if they would.
How would you feel?
But some
I would
people, there's
feel-
somebody
I'm
for
asking.
everybody.
I might be winning
I
in
would
that
feel
situation, so I
objectified.
don't.
Or you might be losing because not every man, some men, more than a handful.
I feel like
too many- too many men.
He said though.
But that's what I'm saying. Is there's certain things because
You're going to
of
see it in the
height.
picture.
Yeah,
I don't think
is
is
a
absolutely
fundamental.
Oh, that bum like, bums up.
big enough.
I think boobs bum
Why?
You're going to see
isn't a thing. You're going to see it in the precisely.
Yeah.
You're going to see
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
height, it does rule out a lot of people, and then you may
Penis
have
size.
Oh, you're doing too
I'm
much.
I'm not. I'm actually not. I'm actually not.
They're just going to lie. They're just
I think those sort of things like tap into more sexual things, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but it's
And so-
important.
but height, maybe not so much. They doesn't
Yeah.
have to sexual. But like penis, breast, bum, like, you
Yeah.
know, those
But
sort
the
of things.
penis
that
is
tap into-
important because a woman has been penis fished many a time.
I mean,
Have you been
that's
penis fish?
true.
Not penis fished, but been surprised at the lack of penis.
Yeah,
Oh, where is it?
that's true. But are you going to get an honest response? You know, you probably
'Cause you're not
probably
gonna have a
not
picture.
going to get that. Yeah, I mean,
It depends what kind of site you're on. You know what I mean? If you're looking for
Yeah,
a
that's
relationship,
true.
that's different.
That one.
But if you're
Yeah.
looking for a hookup, then maybe
That's
these things
true.
work.
Got to share it.
yeah.
I
I
think
appreciate
height
it.
actually should have always been a standard.
100%.
Yeah.
It would have just cut off a whole load of people linking up with a dude, and he gets out of his car, and you're like,
Where's the rest of you?
see it.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of you?
Yeah.
You
It's
know what I mean?
disappointment on both sides, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the guy
Absolutely.
that's lied,
And actually,
yeah.
what if for men sometimes they don't want a woman who's taller than them as well.
That's-
They could
yeah.
be like 6 foot.
Yeah.
Like my sister's 6 foot. And like she might find someone who's 6'2" who doesn't want
who
her to
doesn't
be
want
six.
so
Yeah,
tall.
that high.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it works both ways.
I think it is important. And equally, lots of tall men that have said that they don't want a woman that's like 5'2", that's
you
sort
all right?
of much smaller than
it's
That's
too
much taller.
small.
Yeah, because it kind of doesn't,
I can get that.
you know.
I get it.
I'm like,
It does work, thank you.
and it works for a lot of
So
people.
you just want
it's
everybody, right?
Yeah, it's important that you've got
I'm not
preference there.
heightist, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I have a short limit, possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know yet because I haven't met someone that's too short.
I don't think you have a short limit.
5 foot your limit.
No, it's shorter than
I
that.
put in numbers.
It's shorter than 5 foot.
But that's just one person.
It's shorter than 5 foot. It's so shorter than 5
But that's
foot.
one person that I love. But other than
That
that,
person matters.
it does.
Everybody matters.
However, the rest.
We're normal standard.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've never had.
It is a shame though, because I think that women place so much emphasis on height, and they potentially lose out on I think good men as well. It is
Yeah,
a shame.
absolutely.
Like the 5'8" guys, you know, if you're like say 5'9" or 5'10", I feel like sometimes get overlooked. I mean, literally get overlooked.
Charlene, don't believe them.
Literally.
These are the height witches. Don't hear the candle. Hear the candle. If you make height jokes, they turn into Don't beat them.
It's such a shame though, isn't it? Because you get some really good men out there that are just
I-
short
you can wear
Men in
heels.
general are
But
good.
yeah,
Do you know
and
what
the
I
thing
mean?
is though, like you can have your levels of what you like and what you don't like, but if
Yeah.
you meet the right person and they're
It's all gonna go out the
charismatic,
window.
that could go out the window.
Yeah.
So
That's my point.
I think I
No,
was
Nance.
certified. You can't be shorter than me. I'm not even going to see you in the same way. You've immediately gone into little bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
You've
I
just
wish you-
gone
I don't-
into little bro. And it's just not
Yeah,
happening.
but do you know, I think it's society. I think society conditions us to believe that. But I probably am the same, if I'm honest. In that, I remember dating a guy once, and I was cold, and he wanted me to wear his jacket.
Was it like this?
You can see where this is going. It was like, and I felt really uncomfortable. It was like,
It was slender. I was short.
it was a bit of both. It was a
because
bit of
he's
both. It was short arms. Definitely short. But he was a lovely guy. He was a really lovely guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
I did to make mistakes, but I looked at someone, and then I didn't feel very feminine. You know, I felt like Mama Bear.
Yeah.
And then I remember being on the bus with him, and he tried to put his arm around me.
What did they only just?
Yeah, yeah. So he looked uncomfortable. Just as much as I was,
It
you know.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
Some people it works.
But I'm tall. That's probably why, right?
Exactly.
I'm
You're going
quite
to be
tall.
out in public with them. It's like, and you
It's got
have to
nothing to
navigate
do with
through. You've got to walk.
society.
No, I'm not saying people looking. I'm talking about you've got to walk. And it is that. I need your jacket. Your jacket only fits my shoulder. What are we doing? Linking arms? That is like little
yeah.
bro. Like,
You're going to be uncomfortable. Your body will be uncomfortable.
I mean,
like
like,
you can't put his arm around you.
inches, not like because you're saying five. You like you're 5'9", 5'8".
No, so I'm 5'8", and if he's
I'm
5'6",
5'8"
he can't put his arm around me.
Particularly if you're wearing heels as well.
Yes.
Like, or what's he
done
gonna be
deal.
like that? Like, and then I'm like the big bear. I'm like, no, it's not okay.
I get it.
It's not gonna work because we're not always lying down.
Also, because someone who's 5'9", 5'10" to me is the minor. That's fine because I'm 5'5", so you're still bigger than me. Don't get me wrong. If you're 6 foot, magnificent. Yeah. But if you're 5'10", that can work.
Yeah.
You know,
but there are lots of women, when they date shorter men as well, in pictures, you see them sort of like sort of punch down a little bit. You know, they're not really kind of elevated up. You know, it's very much like
they can't
like
be
this.
their true selves.
No.
Oh my God. I said, I didn't mean to say it to that.
Yeah.
Guys, I tried.
So there are some great men out there that are all different heights.
But there's little women asking for tall men. There's a lot.
That's not fair.
It's not fair. That's what I was trying to find the word.
Short women to stop looking
I think they
tall.
need to. I think they need to stay
Sade
in a range.
That is the
But
truth.
then the men are also want
in a
that
range.
Date the men that are tall for you.
In a range. It's not fair.
No, it's not that. Why are you talking to the women? Talk to the men. Because they
What do you mean?
Are you saying to the men that they should have?
I think both of them.
Everybody
not the
should be
women's
in
fault.
their
in their
height.
range.
It's not in
You
there.
need a bracket.
That's not fair.
Yeah. Or if you go outside the bracket, it's special conditions.
That's not fair.
You can't be 5'2" and be like, all I date is 6 footers.
No.
6 footers
I'm choosing them.
100%. It's like you're reducing the range
That's
for
not fair.
the taller women.
Yes.
Be considerate.
So
Oh no, I shan't date you because you're too tall because of my tall sister.
She
What's
needs
it?
you.
No.
Be considerate to your fellow woman.
I wish I didn't.
I do not agree. I do not agree. I wholeheartedly
Spits on my ex's name, but he was 6'4",
with that.
and I went out of him. It was great.
You were out of the, you need to get fired.
That's a living.
He was a dickhead, but that's not the point.
That's what I mean. Had you gone with
my own bracket.
5'7", you might. What Charlene said, you might have been very happy.
So you should
you're
date
blaming me
for
for
5
going
inches.
out.
5 inches only.
Yeah.
No, man, that cancels out most of my ex-boyfriends.
Oh, serious?
I think that's the range. That's a good range.
No.
5 inches is that's your circle.
No, that's not
The thing is interesting. If you say to your friends, I met a guy, he was 6'4", like straight away you feel the energy of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, you're 6 foot.
So that even
that's a big man.
you're courting the bitches after your man. Go for a short one. No one's gonna say nothing. They're gonna leave you alone.
Okay.
He ain't gonna cheat. Protect your relationship.
You're gonna get unsure.
Protect your relationship.
I can't lie. I'll just be like, good for you, babe. Good for you. Like,
That's disrespectful.
Wait, did you say, are you sure?
Service to the community.
I disagree. Like there are a lot of vertically challenged men who are just as manly as the next.
Yeah, because there's some short men out there.
And also they have to be confident in themselves. Like look at Tom
got short
Holland.
man syndrome.
Some of them
Look at Tom Holland and Zidane. Yeah, that chick.
Oh yeah, she's taller than him. Isn't
And he stands strong. He's confident. It's how you are.
It's how you are.
But he's also a millionaire.
Exactly.
Like maybe money does play a little role in it because they are.
I know some short men that are like proper about it.
Yeah.
You know, they've got
some tough short men.
confidence.
I mean, height does play a part of it. I think you're right. I think, you know, if you
Exude.
I mean, money helps sometimes.
Prince,
you know, if you appear powerful, maybe if you have your shit together.
That's it.
I'm doing all that like.
No, but it is that. It's confidence,
together.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like being strong in yourself.
It's attractive.
It's that thing.
Yeah, then that is really
Some
attractive.
short men, I know.
I feel like I'm backtracking now just in case the short men come after me. Charlie, what are you saying?
Sorry, what did you say?
And we know there are lots of tall men that are not great in terms of, you know, not very powerful, not the leadership qualities as well. They just have the height.
That is a waste of height.
6'4" of nothing.
Yeah, that's that.
That is a waste.
Can't lead shit.
Yeah, if you're tall and you're whatless, it's like the biggest waste ever.
Yeah.
You've got to stop.
You laugh heartily at short men, and you've got to stop a waste man tall man.
If she said, if you're short and whatless, that's acceptable. But if you're tall and watless, it's not.
Yeah, it feels away.
You can't
Like the word short.
No, what I laughed at was the idea of a little short man. Looking up at you. That's what I laughed at. But I would laugh at.
You need to stop.
I would laugh at. It's the height difference. reference. I'd laugh at that.
You didn't laugh at me.
It's what Nana was doing. When Nana was doing
Do you have a short man on hold? Is that what?
I ain't got no man on hold. Get me.
Oh my God, guys, I tried. But it is what it is. Height requirements is there. I do think it's fair. To be fair, all jokes aside, it is what it is. You get deeper, closer to your choice, innit? All right, guys, that's been Your Aunties Could Never. Thank you so much, Charlene, for joining us.
Thank you.
If you subscribe, you're going to get into Charlene's business. We're going to get all things sex, relationships, and
We're going to talk
stuff.
about sex, baby.
Let's talk about
We're going to
sex.
talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the things that
You do like the
Different speeds.
I don't know what she's doing.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that made me. Let's talk about sex.
Come on.
Let's talk about sex.
Little baby.
Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sinning. Let's talk about sex now.
Okay, guys, sorry. I have a little announcement. Let me turn this off. But I've got notes because I want to be clear on what I'm saying and I don't want to get emotional, although I am emotional. So don't let me fool you because I am emotional, but yeah. Anyway. Okay, right. So I have some news. I am leaving Your Aunties Could Never. I'm leaving at the end of June. So if you're watching this at a later date, I might have been gone already. So I'm leaving and it's definitely not what you think. There's nothing crazy happening behind the scenes. It's nothing like that. I've just come to a place in my life where I've got a lot of things going on and it's just, there's not enough time in the day and it's just not aligning. So, I've had to make the very difficult decision to leave this space, I couldn't have asked for like a better set of women to do this with. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know. It's been amazing. We've done some amazing things. I feel like I've grown as a person. Like my friend was reminding me the other day that, before I didn't even want to be in front of the camera and kind of look at me now, do you know what I mean? So, I just want to thank you guys.
I don't care.
Babe, look, I'm even touching you.
I know, right? We've come a long way.
We come a long way. So so it's not like, I'm definitely not leaving on a bad note. It's, I feel like with life, I think even Estelle talked about it the other day, there are just cycles, like sometimes your path just comes to an end and it is that kind of thing and another path will be bestowed upon you and, I'm sure we'll cross paths again. If you do want to keep in touch, I'm doing some reality stuff on my channel, which is at Sade Salami Official. So you can see me then, watch my vlog and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, oh God, this is a lot. But yeah, thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your encouragement. Continue to obviously support the ladies as well, kind of thing. Like what they're doing or what we've been doing and what it will continue to do is groundbreaking and we need people to continue to support the platform to help it to grow. And, I know I'm going to look back on this time really, really fondly. So yeah, this is not a sad goodbye. It's just bye for now. Okay. Do you know what I mean?
What's the word?
But yeah.
Sayonara or
The
something.
sayonara, yes.
Look more.
Yes.
Should see you at the short man convention with me.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But yeah.
No.
But yeah.
Yeah, Shaz, thank you.
I'm sad.
Oh, don't be sad.